3 minutes.
Next time. Restaurant and favorite pizza in town. I can give team appreciate
Ottumwa High baseball. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Des Moines Roosevelt, getting ready for game 2 of our doubleheader between your Bulldogs and the Roosevelt Roughriders. Annie Argo as our on-site video producer for the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. And Brandon Drew is our radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Bulldogs dropped game 1 10-2. So OHS comes into this game at 3-5, 0-1 in CIML Metro Conference play, while Roosevelt is now 8-7. Pardon me, and they are 4-1 in the Metro. But the Bulldogs hope to get a split here. And again, Ottumwa just playing its first conference games of the season. Certainly not out of it for the conference title after one loss. You're in a split with Roosevelt. Go home tomorrow, take 2 from Lincoln. Pretty much right where you want to be. Then you've got North and Hoover next week. And then the regular season ends on July 14th with a home doubleheader versus East. So the Bulldogs still have everything in front of them. They can just shake off one bad game, hopefully, and get back at it here in game 2. We can report that, as expected, Adam Denniston is not in the lineup for game 2. If you were not listening or watching in game 1, he hit what should have been an RBI single to right. He did get an RBI in the play, but it wasn't a single because he took one step out of the batter's box and crumpled to the ground holding his right knee. And he stayed there until the play was over. They ended up forcing him out at first, but that was of secondary concern, obviously. He had to be helped off the field. Now, talking to Coach Yeager between games, apparently Adam thinks it's feeling a little bit better. They won't know anything for sure until they, get it examined. But he was sitting on the hillside with his teammates, eating a sandwich, and seemed to be in fairly decent spirits. Had ice on that right knee. Hopefully, it's something he can bounce back from this season. He's a junior, so he's got another season to go. But hopefully, that is not a season-ending injury for Adam Denniston. But he will not play in game 2 of our doubleheader. Right now, we'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back and get you the game 2 starting lineup. So keep it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Frimeware, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection, and group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Over at first base, number 13, Will Tyler. Ottumwa High Baseball, KBIZ, Bulldogs and the Moines Roosevelt getting ready for Game 2. You can see on the video stream that Roosevelt's already getting warmed up at the top of the first inning. Here's the Ottumwa lineup for Game 2. Leading off and playing shortstop, Dominic Delahoy. Batting second, the pitcher, Mitch Wood. Jesus Jaime will bat third and play third base. Trey Swartz at first base batting cleanup. Brody Evans, a designated hitter, bats fifth. Blaze Rominger in right field batting sixth. Julian Moore catching and batting seventh. Max Thomason playing second base and batting eighth. Batting ninth, the center fielder Colton McKinnon. And in the field but not in the batting order in Game 2 is Andrew Cole in left field. For Des Moines Roosevelt, their leadoff hitter is second baseman Sam Nicolino. Will Armstrong bats second and plays shortstop. Alex Pendergast catching and batting third. Niall Foss, the left fielder, bats fourth. Jaden Singleton in center field batting fifth. Aiden Brown in right field bats sixth. Jamison Patton at third base hitting seventh. Kieran Bailey, the pitcher, batting eighth. And batting ninth is the first baseman, Will Tyler. Quickly checking Kieran Bailey as a pitcher. He's making his third start, his fourth appearance. He's 1-0 with a 1.45 ERA, 9 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 2 runs, 6 walks, 3 hit batters, 11 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 149 against him. Dominic Delahoy lead it off. Delahoy was 0 for 2 with a pair of walks in Game 1, which Ottumwa lost 10-2. So Roosevelt sending 2 left-handed starters today. Niall Foss in Game 1, now Kieran Bailey in Game 2. We are ready for baseball again. And the first pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. First pitch at 6:19. And we'll get the weather conditions in a moment. But a very pleasant evening here in Des Moines. Now the 0-1. Ground ball to the right side, but right to the first baseman, Will Tyler, who steps on the bag for out number 1. That'll bring up Mitch Wood, who in Game 1 was 1 for 3 with a double, a walk, and a run scored. Now batting for Ottumwa, number 5, pitcher Mitch Wood. See if Mitch can get something going here. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the first. Ottumwa doing a little shuffle of the batting order here in Game 2. First pitch from Bailey to Wood, pitcher to pitcher, up and away, ball 1. 81 degrees under mostly cloudy skies here in Des Moines. As this pitch is rocketed into center field and making the catch to the line drive is Jaden Singleton for out number 2. Mitch hit it on a rope, but he is retired in the batter, Jesus Jaime. Got a northeast wind at 7 miles per hour. Not a whole lot of wind, but what wind there is blowing in and maybe a bit blowing towards the left field line. The wind by Bailey in the pitch. Stays high with the breaking ball, 1-0. Jesus Jaime was 1 for 3 with an RBI double, a walk, and a run scored in game 1. 2 out, nobody on, top 1. As the 1-0 pitch, up and away, 2-0. And the Roosevelt baseball diamond, 310 feet down the left field line, 305 to right, 365 to center. Bailey winds and the 2-0. Inside corner strike 2-1. The fence is 10 feet high from the right field corner all the way to left center. Then the left center goes up to 20 feet to protect the street out there a little better. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Up high, went around on a check swing, says the umpire, and the count evens at 2-2. I'm not quite convinced he went around, but that was the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bailey's pitch. Breaking ball chopped back to the mound, fielded by Bailey, throw to first. And Ottumwa done in order in the top half. We go to the bottom of the first, the Bulldogs nothing. The Roughriders are coming up. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa didn't score in the top half, and now Mitch Wood will take the mound for the Bulldogs. Mitch is making his second start, his third appearance. He's 0-2 with a 10.50 ERA. 3 1/3 innings pitched. 3 hits allowed, 9 runs, 5 of them earned, 4 walks, 2 hit batters, 6 strikeouts. Opponents only hitting 143 against him. Control has been a bit of a question for him. He certainly is the hardest thrower on the team. And one of those 2 losses was in relief at Ames, where honestly, if it had been for the pass ball that allowed the tying run to score in the 7th inning, Mitch would have picked up the save. And then he kept Ames off the board until a couple of miscues handed him a loss in the 10th inning. That one was not his fault. The pitching that night was great, but Ottumwa lost 2-1 and had only itself to blame. The defense behind Mitch Wood, Andrew Cole on left, Colton McKinnon in center, Blaze Rominger in right, Jesus Jaime at third, Dominic Delahoy at short, Max Thomason at second, Trey Swartz at first, and Julian Moore behind the plate for Adam Denniston, who was injured in game 1. And Moore will probably be tested both by Wood's control. Hopefully it's good. And when Roosevelt gets runners on base, they like to run. Here is Sam Nicolino, the second baseman, to lead it off. And Wood's pitch, outside ball 1. Game 1, Nicolino was 0 for 2, had a walk and a run, also had a sac fly and an RBI. The 1-0 pitch shows bunt, bounced it in there. Count goes 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Wood a deep breath. Goes into the wind and the pitch. That's on the outside corner for a called strike. Two and one the count. Woods next offering to Nicolino. Fastball strike 2-2. So Mitch has battled his way back to 2-2. The wind and the delivery. Up high, 3-2. Will Armstrong, Alex Pendergast to follow in the Roosevelt order here in the first inning. Bulldogs wearing the gray jerseys, white trim on the collar, red lettering trimmed in white, Ottumwa across the front, red and white trim on the sleeves. The pitch, high ball 4. Red numbers trimmed in white front and back, white pants, red trim for OHS, the red caps. So here is Will Armstrong, the shortstop. 1 for 2. A single, 2 walks, 2 stolen bases, 3 runs in game 1. Nicolino with his lead and the pitch. Up and away, ball 1. Walks were a big issue in game 1 for Ottumwa. Bulldog pitching issued 8 of them. Here's the 1-0. Way high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Throw to first, and Nicolino dives back in safely. Nicolino did not have a stolen base on the season coming in to this game. He did get a steal in game 1. It was a steal of home, part of a double steal. Now the 2-0. Outside, off the glove of Moore, all the way to the backstop. Down to second goes Nicolino on the passed ball. 3-0 to Armstrong. Mitch has got to help Julian Moore out by throwing strikes. Moore put in a tough spot here. The backup catcher having to fill in after Adam Deniston got hurt in game 1. 3-0. Better high strike, 3-1. count, though, for Armstrong at 3-1. A look back at second in the pitch. Letter high strike, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. See if Wood can battle all the way back. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 1. That'll bring up Alex Pendergast. Pendergast was 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer in game 1. That home run, his 3rd of the season. Wood leads in to get the sign from Moore. Look back at second. And the pitch. Breaking ball inside corner, strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count to Pendergast. Wood's next offering. Way high. Good snag that time by Moore. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mitch again toes the rubber. Likes the sign from Moore, that he got from Moore. And the 1-1. On the outside corner, strike 2. Runner at second, 1 out, bottom of the first inning, no score. A walk and a passed ball have given Roosevelt a scoring opportunity. Wood comes set. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew him away for out number 2. That brings up Niall Foss, the left fielder. He was a winning pitcher in game 1. Now batting for Roosevelt, number 3. At the plate. He didn't have an official at bat because he walked 3 times. Left-handed batter digs in. Runner at second, 2 down, bottom 1, no score. Wood wheels, throws to second, not in time, as Nicolino gets back in safely. Mitch Wood returning to the rubber. Foss slightly open stance in that left-handed batter's box. The pitch. A little bit high, ball 1. Foss digs back in, black batting gloves on his hand, a black bat. Waving it over his shoulder. Now the 1-0. Fouled off to the left out of play. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. A new baseball from Mitch Wood. Two out, a runner at second. Again, Wood trying to pitch around a leadoff walk and pass ball. The 1-1 offering. Breaking ball outside corner, strike two. Well, Mitch is now perhaps one more strike away from escaping the first inning. The right-hander comes set. The 1-2. Fastball inside, 2-2. Sam Nicolino, the runner at second for Roosevelt. Niall Foss at the plate. Jaden Singleton on deck of the inning continues. Two out, 2-2 count. Woods pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. So after the walk, Wood strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, one left. After an inning, no score. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Home runs. One of those home runs was a grand salami. Nice job, Will. Now,
Top of the second inning, Bulldog baseball brought to you by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where their goal is give you a smile to last that make. Try that again. Dr. Dwayne Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. And by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, opening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. Top of the second inning.
nice job, Riders, last week.
Trey Schwartz, Brody Evans, Blaze Rominger due up against the lefty Kieran Bailey in a scoreless ball game. Trey Schwartz was 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Bailey, the tall, lanky left-hander, into the wind and the pitch. Breaking ball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Schwartz maybe starting to heat up a little bit, had the hit in the walk in game one. Swing and a miss at a big bender there, though, 0-2. Outfield maybe slightly, mostly straight away, maybe slightly shading him, hit the other way, the 0-2. Chopper to the right side, two big hops over the head of the second baseman. Nicolino into right field.
Hard hit ball. Takes a bad hop. Everybody
We'll
safe.
call that a bad hop single for Swartz. Don't often see a routine chopper go over an infielder's head. So here's Brody Evans, the DH here in game 2. Game 1, he was 0 for 2 with a walk. Swartz runs well for a big man over at first. Big man in terms of height, of course, 6'4", maybe 6'5". Bunt shown, bunt out in front of the mound, up to get it is Bailey. Throw to first, a little bit high, but getting his foot back down on the bag was Will Tyler for out number 1. He had to jump to catch it, but came back down on the white bag. So it's a sacrifice for Evans. Score that 1-3. Swartz down to second, and he's there for Blaze Rominger. Blaze was 0 for 4 in game 1, and he hit second in the order in game 1. He's batting 6th here in game 2. Has an RBI opportunity. Bailey, a look back at second, and the pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. Ottumwa was down 6-0 in game 1 before they ever got on the board. Like to strike first in game 2. Got a runner at second and 1 out. Pitch on the way. Downstairs, 2-0. Hitters count now for Blaze Rominger. Swartz getting a decent lead out at second. The 2-0 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. And the count 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Bailey taking his time on the mound. We'll look back at second, and the pitch. That's called a strike on the outside corner, 2-2. The outside corner is that generous tonight. I don't know if anybody's going to score in this game. Pendergast was reaching over to the other batter's box. And from a left-handed pitcher, it's not like it crossed the corner on the way out there. It was coming in. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball rolled to the right side. Fielded, bobbled by Nicolino. Throw to first. Not in time. Runners at the corners and 1 out. That's an error on Roosevelt. And the batter, Julian Moore. Moore didn't get to the plate in game 1 after he came on for Denniston. Moore hitting 273, he's 3 for 11, does have an RBI. He's DH'd a few games this year, so he shouldn't be too rusty. He's got a chance to drive in a run here. Runners in the corners and 1 out. Breaking ball stayed high and away, ball 1. The middle infielders hope to turn 2. First baseman Tyler is holding Rominger on at first. Blaze can run. The third baseman patting about even with the bag. The 1-0. Fastball inside corner, strike one. Swartz at third, Rominger at first, one down. No score to this point, top of the second. Bulldogs trying to strike first. The 1-1 pitch bunt shown. Pulled the bat back, took a strike, 1-2. Coach Yeager with a gesture that makes me think that Ottumwa may not have executed what was called there. 1-2. Not going to bunt now. Got to put it in place somehow if you're Julian Moore. The 1-2. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Strike three, throw down to second is in time. Strike him out, throw him out, double play, and the inning is over before Swartz can come home to score. No runs, one hit, one left. One error, one left. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap.
Do you know what the longest game in history lasted? I got 26.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa nothing, Des Moines Roosevelt nothing. Bulldogs kind of ran themselves out of the top of the second there. Had first and third with one out. And I think that Blaze Rominger at first base was supposed to run on the 1-1 pitch. Julian Moore showed bunt, pulled the bat back, took strike two. Rominger didn't run. Rominger then did run on the 1-2 pitch. And Julian Moore struck out swinging. Rominger was thrown out at second base. Swartz was trying to come home, but the tag at second was made before Swartz got to the plate. So the run did not count. In hindsight, and again, this is obviously second guessing, but if it's the 1-2 pitch and Rominger's running, and maybe he sees that more swings and misses, maybe he tries to draw the throw, put on the brakes, getting a rundown, and let Swartz score that way.
7-2 in 12 innings. Sunday night, November 1st, in game 5.
So for Roosevelt here in the second inning, we'll have Jaden Singleton, Aiden Brown, and Jamison Patton. Singleton was 0 for 3, did have a walk and recorded an RBI on a fielder's choice in game 1. Mitch Wood struck out the side after issuing a leadoff walk in the first inning, and his first pitch here is in the dirt, ball 1 to Singleton. Right-handed batting center fielder Singleton digs back in. The 1-0. It's called a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. And yeah, that outside corner appears generous here in game 2. 1 pitch. That's low and away, 2-1. I have a feeling both pitchers and both pitching coaches are seeing how these pitches are being called, and we might see a lot more of those, or at least attempts to do so. Here is the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Aiden Brown on deck for the Roughriders. Two balls, 2 strikes. Wood has his sign. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Didn't quite drop down into the zone. 3-2. Bulldogs wanted that one, didn't get it. 3-2 to Singleton. Already the third full count that Wood has gone to in this game. The payoff. High ball 4. Second straight inning. The Roughriders have drawn a leadoff walk. The batter, Aiden Brown, the right fielder. Brown 1 for 2. A single and a sacrifice to drive in a pair of runs in game 1. Throw to first. Singleton back in on a dive. Singleton is 6 for 6 in stolen base tries. Well, he was 6 for 6. He is 6 for 6. He's running. Pitch is down low. The throw down to second won't be in time. And that hops into center field, and Singleton heading for third. The throw there is high, and it hits the fence of the dugout, but thankfully bounces right back to Mitch Wood. So Singleton steals second, takes third on the throwing error by Moore. Pitch in the dirt probably never should have swung. Count 1-0 to Aiden Brown. Or not never should have swung. Probably never should have thrown. Wasn't going to get him anyway. Now the 1-0 with the infield creeping in. And there's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Well, Mitch Wood struck out the side with the runner on second in the first inning. His best hope maybe to strike out the side with the runner on third here in the second. The 1-1. Chop foul back behind the plate, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. New baseball for Mitch Wood. Brown digs in. Wood has the sign he wants and the pitch. High with the fastball, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to the Rough Rider right fielder. Wood into the windup and the pitch. Up and in, 3-2. Jamison Patton on deck. walk, a stolen base, a throwing error with the runner on third. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line into left, that's a base hit, and that's going to roll towards the corner. The run scores. On his way to second is Brown with the RBI double, and it's 1-0 Roosevelt.
Back on one, lines it down third base line. RBI hit.
So runner at second, nobody out, and the batter Jamison Patton, who was 0 for 3 in game 1.
Come on, Jamison. Now at the plate for the Roughriders, number 20, Jamison Patton.
Boy, Ottumwa was first and third, one out, the top of the second. Weren't able to score, and just like that, Roosevelt gets a run in the bottom half of the inning. And they're threatening more. Runner at second, still nobody out. The pitch. Outside corner strike is the call, 0-1. Mitch Wood looks in to get the sign from Julian Moore. Now the 0-1 to Patton. Swing and a miss. Late on the fastball, 0-2. Patton digs in again. Kieran Bailey, the pitcher, on deck. The kick and the 0-2. Up and in with a fastball, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Roosevelt a run home. They've taken the lead here in the second inning. Aiden Brown, the runner at second. He hit the RBI double. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 1. 4 strikeouts now for Mitch Wood. And here's Kieran Bailey. Left-handed batter was 1 for 3 with a double and a run in game 1.
Number 2, Kieran Bailey.
Wood shook the sign off for a moment, down, gets the one he likes. And the pitch. Way high and outside, ball 1. Bailey steps out of the box, takes a big practice cut, now digs in. One and 0 the count, and the pitch. High and away again, 2-0. Mitch struggling with the command a bit. He's walked 2. The first one in the first inning didn't hurt him. The second one here to start the second inning came around to score. Runner at second and 1 down in the 2-0 pitch. High and away again, 3-0. The first baseman, Will Tyler, on deck. He's the number 9 hitter in the batting order. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Wood was not very close to the zone on those pitches. Bailey heads to first, and he'll promptly be replaced by a courtesy runner, Jaden Morris.
That's number 11 running. Number
So Morris at first, Brown at second, one down, the batter Will Tyler. Tyler was 1 for 3 in game 1 with a single, also reached on an error. Wood from the stretch, the pitch. Way high again, ball 1, and Mitch is kind of getting under all these pitches. They're everything's sailing high. One ball, no strikes. Wood brings it home. And there's a high chopper back to the mound. Wood will go to second for 1. That's all they'll get. Runners on the corners and 2 down as Tyler reaches on the fielder's choice. Bailey retired 1-6 at second base. Or pardon me, that was the courtesy runner Morris. Brown advances to third, back to the top of the order. Sam Nicolino, who walked in the first inning, but was stranded at second. Wood will fake to third, look to first, but not make a throw. That is a move that was banned in Major League Baseball a few years ago, but is still allowed in amateur baseball. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. Runners on the corners and 2 down, a run home for Roosevelt. They lead 1-0 bottom of the second. Mitch Wood trying to keep it from being any worse. The 1-0 to Nicolino. Runner goes. Pitch inside. Throw down to second. The tag. Safe is the call. Oh, I thought they were going to get him. Will Tyler steals the base. That's his first steal of the year. Counts 2-0 on Nicolino. Now runners at second and third. Mitch Wood will go from the windup to the 2-0 pitch. High 3-0 with Armstrong on deck. Three balls, no strikes. The pitch from Wood. Strike on the outside corner, 3-1. I believe Nicolino was taking all the way there. Probably has the green light now. The 3-1. Swing and a chop foul at the plate, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Wood a strike away from getting out of a bigger jam. He's given up a run, but he can keep it somewhere in the game if he can retire Nicolino here. 3-2. The wind by the junior and the payoff pitch. Outside corner called strike 3, and the inning is over. That outside corner works in Wood's favor there. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. After 2, Roosevelt 1, Ottumwa 0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Bulldog baseball brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Call or stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic on North 63 next to Walgreens for the ultimate Sonic experience. Moines Roosevelt 1, Ottumwa nothing as the Bulldogs bat at the top of the third. Max Thomason, Colt McKinnon, and then the top of the order, Dominic Delahoy. Thomason is just 0 for 2 at the plate this season. He has scored 3 runs. He's been used as a runner multiple times. Junior looking for his first hit of the year right here. The left-hander Kieran Bailey brings the pitch home. And it's a letter-high strike, 0-1. Given the way the strike zone is being called, if you're an Ottumwa hitter, you've got to probably be looking to take the ball the other way if you're right-handed. Now the 0-1. Bounced it in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomason digs back in. The left-hander Bailey's 1-1. Big bender. Stayed outside, 2-1. Thomas said ahead in the count. Bailey taking his time getting the sign from Pendergast. Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Max Thomason. Trying to get on the lead off, the third for Ottumwa, the Dogs down a run. The 2-2. Outside, 3-2. At least he's made him work a bit. Bailey only had 22 pitches in the first 2 innings. Thomason's worked him full. First 3-ball count that Bailey has gotten to. Now the 3-2. In the dirt, ball 4. Good job by Thomason to draw the lead off free pass. Here's Colt McKinnon. He was 1 for 3 with a single in game 1.
Now at the plate for Ottumwa, number 27, Colt McKinnon.
Do the Dogs bunt here? Do you put Thomason in motion? Kind of tough with the lefty on the mound. Short lead for him over at first. The has come back out. Haven't seen him much today. And the pitch, bunt shown, bunted, third base side, good bunt. Bailey, the bare hand, the throw, not in time, bunt single, Colton McKinnon. He kept that on the grass up the third base line. Kieran Bailey did all he could, but the Bulldogs have first and second. Nobody out in the top of the order. Dominic Delahoy, who grounded to first his first time up.
Shortstop, Dominic Delahoy.
Well, do you bunt again? Or do you let Dominic swing away? Got good speed out there. Thomason at second, McKinnon at first, and nobody out. Dogs down a run, but threatening. The pitch, bunted back towards the mound. Bailey's got it. His only play to first. They were late covering, and the throw goes down the right field line. Thomason will score. Coming to third, they're waving around McKinnon. Here comes a throw to the plate. It's in time. He's out by 10 feet. So there's one down. To second on the play goes Delahoy. So let's score this. First you have Delahoy getting a sacrifice. He's safe on the throwing error by the pitcher. Then he went to second on the throw. Thomason scores on that throwing error. The batter, Mitch Wood, runner at second, one down, game tied at 1. McKinnon, he was trying to score all the way from first on that play. As this pitch is in the dirt for ball 1 to Mitch Wood. Wood 0 for 1 with the line out to center. So McKinnon was thrown out 9-2 on the play. Coach Yeager sent him home, and that tried to force Roosevelt, who just committed an error, to make a play, and unfortunately Roosevelt did. But it's tied at 1, runner at second, only one out. And the pitch. Line down the right field line. That'll be a foul ball, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. You're Ottumwa, you're a little bit frustrated that maybe you don't have second and third, nobody out in a tie game. However, if the throw to first had been a good one and they'd retired Delahoy on the sacrifice, you'd have second and third, one out. You wouldn't have a run home. So the situation not that different. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Wood fooled on a big bender for 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. You know, every pitcher that faces Mitch Wood wants to make a name for themselves. They all know that Mitch is a Hawkeye recruit. Here's a bluff to second, and then back in is Delahoy. Nobody was covering. Wood just trying to make contact. Delahoy at second, 1 down, tied at 1, top 3. Now the 1-2. One away, 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mitch Wood. Hoping to get something he can drive to the outfield here. A base hit could give Ottumwa the lead. The 2-2. Breaking ball outside, 3-2. Jesus Jaime on deck. De La Hoya gets his lead out at second. He's been dancing around out there trying to distract Bailey. Bailey looks back at De La Hoya at second. Now the 3-2. Breaking ball called strike 3. Wood thought he'd walked. And for a moment, De La Hoya's way off second, but he gets back. That's out number 2. And it's up to Jesus Jaime, who grounded back to the circle his first time up. But it will not be Jaime. They will walk him intentionally.
Intentional walk to number 24.
And it'll be Trey Swartz who singled his first time up.
To the plate, number 7, first baseman Trey Swartz now batting.
Swartz. He's been a prominent multi-sport athlete for Ottumwa for a couple years now. We still can't get announcers to remember there's no CH in his name. It's just Swartz, S-W-A-R-T-Z. First pitch to Trey. Breaking ball, strike 0-1. De La Hoya at second. Jaime at first. 2 down on a run home. Game tied at 1, top 3. The 0-1. Way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swartz hit a grounder that hopped over the second baseman Nicolino's head his first time up. There's a pretty big hole on the right side right now, although Nicolino moves back a little bit. That pitch swung on and missed, and Swartz down in the count 1-2. And runner at second, 1 out in this inning, and Wood and Jaime coming up. You liked your chances, but Wood called out on strikes, and they didn't want anything to do with Jaime. They walked him. Now 1-2 to Trey Swartz. Pitch on the way, runner goes, pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. And the inning is over. Ottumwa does tie it up. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third in a 1-1 game. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You are a player, cheerleader, or coach. Your friends at Patrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Patrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning. Ottumwa 1, Des Moines Roosevelt 1. Game 2 of our doubleheader here on KBIZ and on our live video stream at radio.com. 2, 3, and 4 hitters do up for the Rough Riders. Will Armstrong, Alex Pendergast, and Niall Foss against Bulldog righty Mitch Wood. Wood allowed 1 run in the second inning, but pitched out of a deeper jam, stranding runners at second and third. Armstrong, Pendergast, and Foss all struck out against Wood in the first inning. Mitch has 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. He also has 49 pitches. Which means he better be a little more efficient or he won't get past the 4th inning. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Pitch limit 110. Wood at 50 pitches right now. So he's almost halfway there. The right-hander is 1-0 to Armstrong. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mid of Moore. Evens a counter to ball and a strike. If you weren't with us for game 1, Adam Deniston injured, swinging the bat, trying to get out of the batter's box. So Julian Moore is catching here in game 2. The 1-1. That's lifted to shallow center, but drifting over to his left is McKinnon to make the catch for out number 1. Alex Pendergast, the batter. Strikeout victim in the first inning. Again, we have sunshine on the field. Consistent sunshine for really the first time this whole doubleheader. What that also means, though, is that on the throw to first, a first baseman, and for that matter, the runner would be looking right into the sun. The pitch to Pendergast, up high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to the Rough Rider catcher. Wood's next offering. Popped in the air, foul off to the right. That'll get out of play. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. Pendergast steps out of the box for a moment. He homered in game 1. Now the 1-1 pitch from Wood. Fouled straight back to the screen, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on, bottom third in a 1-1 game. Mitch peers in to get the sign. Now his 1-2 pitch. That's lifted in the air to right center. Back is Rominger, the right fielder. He will make the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. The batter, Niall Foss. He struck out swinging in the first inning. Left-handed batting, Foss will dig in. Wears a batting helmet that has that extra protection on the cheek, which quite honestly, they should make standard for all helmets. First pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss, 0-1. Game tied at 1 here in the bottom of the third inning. Roosevelt a run in the second. The Bulldogs answered with a run in the top of the third. Now the 0-1. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just about perfect weather, 81 degrees at first pitch for game 2. It'll be hot later in the week, but we're enjoying today. That breaking ball down and in, and the count goes 2-1 on Foss. Speaking of later in the week, tomorrow night at Ottumwa Baseball hosting Des Moines Roosevelt. Doubleheader starts at 5 here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Now the 2-1. Foul back to the screen, 2-2. Also a reminder that Ottumwa softball versus Des Moines Lincoln was canceled for tomorrow night. That happened on Monday when Lincoln had to put its softball program in quarantine. On Friday, Ottumwa softball will host the Ottumwa Classic. The Bulldog games 3 o'clock against Davenport Assumption, 5 o'clock against Fairfield. Now the 2-2 pitch. High 3-2 with Jaden Singleton on deck. So baseball tomorrow, softball Friday. And then nothing on Saturday. Not playing on the 4th of July. Monday, Bulldog baseball on the road at Des Moines North. That'll be a 3:30 first pitch on the air. The 3-2 pitch to Foss. Lifted in the air, down the left field line, twisting foul and landing out of play. Still 3-2 to Foss. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, decent amount of foul territory behind the plate, but it tapers down to the corners. And by the time you get down to the outfield fence, there is not a lot of foul territory at all. There's a little bit. You can make a catch down there, but most balls will be out of play. Another 3-2 pitch on the way. That's fouled off to the left again. Foss staying alive at 3-2. Takes a cut outside the batter's box and now digs back in. Wood trying to put away the third inning in order. Now has the signing once. Here again, the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball stayed high, ball 4. Fourth walk issued by Mitch Wood. And that'll give Jaden Singleton a chance. He walked, stole a base, and scored a run in the second inning.
Number 26, Jaden Singleton.
Foss, the runner at first, 1 for 2 in stolen base tries on the year. Roosevelt runs a lot with the Ottumwa's backup catcher in there. I expect he'll go. Not going first pitch, and that's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Foss didn't run in game 1. He was the pitcher, so every time he got on base, they brought in a courtesy runner for him. Got a decent lead here. Not going, and the pitch up and in, ball 1. 1-1 to Singleton, 2 out. Tied at 1, bottom 3. Singleton digs back in. Foss with his lead at first. Wood checks him, now comes set. A nod and the pitch. Fastball, strike 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Jaden Singleton. Aiden Brown is on deck. Ottumwa would rather not see him bat until the 4th inning. Tied at 1, bottom 3, 2 down. Foss is lead at first. Not going. The pitch, breaking ball, tried to check his swing. He went around strike 3. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left after 3. Bulldogs 1, Roughriders 1. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the game.
Pardon me, top of the 4th inning, Bulldog baseball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today, check out the awesome showroom, and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces. Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. And by the Ottumwa Community School District, where they're proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. Ottumwa 1, Des Moines Roosevelt 1. On the road here in Des Moines. Top of the 4th inning. Brody Evans, the batter. He'll be followed by Blaze Rominger and Julian Moore. Brody had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. First pitch on the way from Kieran Bailey is on the outside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Coach Yeager telling Evans to be ready in the batter's box. The 0-1 offering. Inside, count evens at a ball and a strike. The left-hander Bailey brings home the 1-1 to Evans, and it's outside 2-1. Brody with those red batting gloves, waving that black bat over his head. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike at the knees, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Evans trying to get on and start a 4th inning rally for OHS. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Check swing went around strike 3. Pitch was in the dirt. Throw down to first in time to complete the put out for out number 1. That is strikeout number 4 for Kieran Bailey. Here's Blaze Rominger, reached on an error his first time up, but was caught stealing to end the second inning.
Number 1, Blaze Rominger.
First pitch this time to Blaze is a strike, 0-1. Roughriders got their run in the second. Ottumwa answered with a run in the third. Pitch low and away. Count evens. Got a ball and a strike. One to Rominger. The next offering way outside and low. 2-1. Blaze looking for something he can handle right here. Bailey winds and the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball fouled straight back 2-2. And I think Rominger would like to have that pitch back again. He had it timed and just skinned it back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Usually when you foul a pitch straight back, you have timed it well. 2-2 to the Bulldog right fielder. Bailey's pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back K's here in the 4th inning, 2 down. Bailey has struck out the last 3 Bulldogs he's faced. He's got 5 in the game. The batter, Julian Moore, who struck out his first time up. Moore hoping to make contact this time. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball bounced in there, 1-0. Ball game just about an hour old here in the top of the 4th inning. The 1-0. Strike at the knees, 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Top 4, game tied at 1. And the pitch. Liner foul off to the right. Good cut by Moore, just a little bit late, 1-2. If Moore can keep the inning going, Max Thomason is on deck. Bailey winds in the 1-2 to Moore. Breaking ball, swing and a miss in the dirt. Strike 3, picked up by Pendergast. Again, throw down to first to complete the put out. And Kieran Bailey struck out the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, tied at 1, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Game two of our doubleheader, a lot more closely contested to this point than game one. Your Ottumwa Bulldogs won, Des Moines Roosevelt won. Roosevelt won game one 10-2. Mitch Wood on the mound for his fourth inning of work. He's thrown 67 pitches in 3 innings. He's allowed 1 run on 1 hit. He has struck out 6. He has walked 4. One of those walks came around to score the only run that Roosevelt has. The batter, Aiden Brown, will lead off the inning, and he has the RBI double that gave Roosevelt the lead briefly in the second inning before Ottumwa tied it in the third, thanks in part to a throwing error.
Behind the plate, catching for Mitch, number 25, Julian Moore.
A couple more warm-up pitches for Mitch, or maybe one more, and we'll be ready to go. Again, we've got baseball again tomorrow. Bulldogs hosting Des Moines Lincoln at Legion Memorial Field. Then Friday, the Ottumwa Softball Classic at Houston Field. Next week, Monday, it's at Des Moines North for baseball. Wednesday, it's Des Moines Hoover at home for softball. Friday next week, it's Waukee at home for softball. And then we're almost done with the regular season. Woods pitched to Brown in their first strike 0-1. Obviously, in this strange year of 2020, the season abbreviated. We'll have a full week next week. Then we'll have baseball and softball playing Mason City on Monday the 13th. Baseball hosting the Des Moines East on Tuesday the 14th. And then the regular season's over. Aiden Brown takes a strike in the outside corner from Mitch Wood, and Mitch is ahead 0-2. Now the right-hander's 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Wood sets Brown down on 3 pitches for out number 1. Strikeout number 7 for Mitch Wood. The batter, Jamison Patton, he struck out his first time up. Patton digs into that right-handed batter's box. First pitch on the way from Wood. Upstairs, ball 1. Roosevelt wearing their home white jerseys. Navy lettering riders across the front and kind of a old-time font. Similar font for the numbers, navy front and back. Blue trim on those white jerseys and pants. That pitch up and away again, 2-0. Baseball is a funny game. Mitch Wood threw 3 outstanding pitches to Aiden Brown and froze him on strikes, and then he has missed and not been all that close on the first 2 to Patton. The next offering, swing and a miss at a good fastball, 2-1. Tied at 1, bottom of the 4th inning. The 2-1 pitch from Wood stays high, 3-1 with The Roosevelt pitcher, Kieran Bailey, on deck. Three balls and a strike. Wood peers over the glove to get the sign and the 3-1. High ball 4. Fifth walk issued by Mitch Wood, and the batter Kieran Bailey, who walked his first time up.
First base. Now at the plate. Number 2, Kieran Bailey.
Time called, and Luke Gomad out to talk to his pitcher, Mitch Wood. Or no, actually just out to bring him a little bit of rosin to put his hands on. So no visit charge there, is simply bringing the rosin bag to Mitch Wood. 1 on, 1 out, 1-1 the score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Right-hander in the stretch. Runner goes, pitch in the dirt, bounces all the way to the backstop. Moore's got to hurry to keep the runner from going to third. He does. It's a stolen base. Patton was running with the pitch, so no wild pitch. But now a man in scoring position with 1 out and a 1-0 count to Bailey. Wood now in a bit deeper of a jam, trying to keep this game tied at 1. The 1-0. Bunt shown, bunted out and missed. So I thought he bunted at it. Looked like he offered. Apparently the count's 2-0. I might ask for an appeal on that if I was Ottumwa. But they do not. And the 2-0 pitch in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Down to third on a wild pitch goes Patton, and it's 3-0 to Bailey. And Mitch Wood has lost his command here. He's got to try to get it back. 3-0 to Bailey with Will Tyler on deck. From the windup now to the 3-0. There's a fastball strike, 3-1. Being honest here, I'm Wood. I might just try to do that 2 more times and see if Bailey can catch up to it or not. The 3-0. Swing and a miss, or 3-1, now 3-2. Do it one more time. Jesus Jaime is in. Well, he was in on the edge of the grass. Now he backs up a bit. Delahoy halfway at short, right side of the infield, a little further back with the left-handed batter. The 3-2. High ball 4. Couldn't get one more down into the zone. Back-to-back walks. Runners on the corners for Will Tyler, who bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up. Once again, we'll see Jaden Morris as the courtesy runner for the pitcher, Bailey.
Runners in the corner, 1 out for the first baseman, number 13, Will Tyler.
Well, if you are Mitch Wood, the most ideal result is a sharp ground ball to short where you turn 2. Although you're worried about Morris running here. Swartz holding him on. Third baseman Jaime in on the edge of the grass. Throw to first, and back in time is Morris. Wood leans in, checking the runners and comes set. The pitch. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 to the first baseman for the Rough Riders. Will Tyler digs back in. Patton the runner at third, Morris the runner at first. Throw to first, the tag, not in time. Might have had Morris leaning a little bit there. He had a hitch in his giddy up trying to get back to first. But Swartz could not get the tag on him before he got his hand on the base. Wood from the stretch. Pitch runner goes, bunted at and missed. And down to second without a throw, stealing the base was Morris. Moore faked the throw to third. Moore faked the throw to second, I should say, trying to get Patton to come down the line at third. He did not. What was confusing was that after bunting at it and missing, Will Tyler ran halfway down the first baseline. Now he's back at the plate with an 0-2 count. Infield in. The pitch. Up and away, 1-2. One ball, two strikes, and now no double play in order. The strikeout is Mitch Wood's best option. He's got him set up. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Chased a high one for out number two. Strikeout number 8 for Mitch Wood. Back to the top of the order, Sam Nicolino, who has walked and struck out 0 for 1. Both times it went to a full count. Second and third, two down, game tied at 1, pivotal point here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Righty to righty the pitch. Driven to center field, going back is McKinnon, still going back over his head and all the way to the fence. 2 runs will score. Nicolino around second. He wants 3. The relay throw to third. The catch the tag. Safe at third with a 2-run triple is Sam Nicolino. And Roosevelt leads at 3-1. The 2 walks in this inning come back to haunt Mitch Wood. As Nicolino jumped on a fastball and drove it over McKinnon's head to the fence in center. That brings up Will Armstrong, who's 0 for 2 with the strikeout and a fly out.
Come on, Will. Keep it going. Bring him in.
Wood will work from the windup with a runner at third and 2 down. And the pitch. Breaking ball, strike 0-1. Mitch with a deep breath on the mound. And the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, good stop by Julian Moore. County evens at a ball and a strike. That's a critical play right there. That ball gets by Moore. It's 4-1. Kept it close enough to the plate to keep Nicolino at third. The 1-1 pitch on the way, and it sails high, 2-1. Again, walks are a bugaboo for Ottumwa. All three runners that have scored for Roosevelt got on base via the walk in this game. The 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. Mitch has walked 6 in this game, if my count is correct. And the last 2 came home to score those 2 go-ahead runs. The 2-2 pitch. Outside corner called strike 3, hitting over. Wood strikes out the side, but in between, Roosevelt gets 2 runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. We go to the 5th inning. Bulldogs down 3-1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
No, not 6. Number 42, in honor of Jackie Robinson.
Top of the 5th inning. Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Coal Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa by the Train Depot. Good quality gourmet food selections. And by Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. Moines Roosevelt 3, Ottumwa 1. Bulldogs batting here in the top of the 5th inning. Max Thomason, Colt McKinnon, and Dominic Delahoy. Thomason walked and scored the Bulldogs' only run so far in the 3rd inning. So if you think about it, 4 runs scored in this game combined by the 2 teams. All 4 runners walked to get on base. Kieran Bailey's first pitch to Thomas, and this time on the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1 to Max. The next pitch on the way. Low and away, ball 1. Roosevelt now 3 runs on 2 hits and a couple of errors. Ottumwa 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. That pitch swung on and missed. And the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Bulldogs' second baseman, Thomason. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball stayed outside 2-2. Thomason digs back in. And the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside 3-2. Well, Thomason doesn't want to get frozen here. Got to be ready to make contact. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on the way. And that's lifted to left center. That will get down for a base hit. Thomason with a soft single to center. Bulldogs have their 3rd hit of the game. The leadoff man on, and the batter Colton McKinnon, who singled his first time up.
Center fieldman, number 27, now batting, Colton McKinnon.
McKinnon getting the signs from Coach Yeager. If this was a 1-run game, I'd say the bunt was almost certainly on. 2-run game in the 5th inning. It may still be. We will see. First pitch. Snap throw down to first, and not able to make the tag in time was Will Tyler. They might have had him, but Tyler was a step in front of the base, and he had to turn around and get back to the base. I believe the pitch was called a ball. Count is 1-0 to McKinnon. Thomason got a big secondary lead, then had to hustle back to first. Now a throw to first will chase him back on a dive. Will Tyler put the tag down on Thomason well after he'd gotten back to the base, and then he showed the ball to the umpire as if he thought he had him. He wasn't even close. 1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Outside 2-0. Don't know if Ottumwa has any kind of play on here, but Roosevelt's certainly aware, and you wonder if maybe they might start worrying about that runner too much. The 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 2-1. McKinnon was never going to offer that one. Colton diggs back in. Someone could still put the bunt back on here. We'll see. The 2-1. He bunts it, but it's back to the screen 2-2. McKinnon did have a beautiful bunt single in the 3rd inning. But now probably not going to lay it down or try to lay it down again at 2-2. Dominic Delahoy on deck. Bulldogs gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. They've got the leadoff man on here in the top of the 5th. Down 3-1, but trying to get back into it. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball stayed high, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Coach Yeager telling Colton anything close, spoil it. Bailey from the stretch. The pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. Got away from the catcher. Thomason hustling for second, but he'll hold on there. A single and a walk, first and second nobody out, something brewing for the Bulldogs. Here's Dominic Delahoy. Delahoy laid down a bunt his last time up and was safe at first when it was thrown away for an error. That scored the Bulldogs' only run. Delahoy is also grounded to first. So you got two on, nobody out. This screams bunt situation. Now Delahoy's last bunt went towards the mound. Ideally, he bunts this at the third baseman, Jamison Patton. Let's see. The pitch took a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. He did show bunt, but pulled the bat back. Don't know how much tougher it is to bunt that breaking ball. First baseman Will Tyler is in on the grass. Third baseman Patton about even with the bag. The 0-1. Bunted foul back behind the plate, 0-2. Well, that almost certainly takes the bunt off. Let's see if Delahoy can get it done swinging away, 0-2. Got to protect the plate here. Tyler, the first baseman, now backs up to a normal position. The 0-2. That's driven to center field, but not all that deep. Underneath it, making the catch is Singleton for out number 1. Runners will hold. That brings up Mitch Wood, line to center in the first, struck out looking in the third. Well, first and second, one out, and again you've got Wood and Jaime, the next two hitters. You like your chances here. Mitch Wood with a short conversation and a smile shared with the Roosevelt catcher, Alex Pendergast. Thomason at second, McKinnon at first, and one down in the fifth inning. Bulldogs down 2. Bunts it and fouls it for strike 1. Wood trying to catch him napping there. But the count 0-1. It's a bit surprising there. If Wood gets to sacrifice down at its second and third, they'd walk Jaime intentionally again, as they did a couple innings ago. Bailey pivots and fakes a throw to second. Thomason dives back in. You've got the first baseman Tyler in on the edge of the grass again. Patton just holding his ground even with the bag at third. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 0-2. Well, there's some late movement on that curve from Kieran Bailey, and it's fooled a few Bulldog hitters in this game. 0-2 to the Bulldog pitcher. Trying to help get the runs back. He surrendered in the bottom of the fourth inning. Bulldogs down 3-1. Got to protect here, 0-2. And the pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jesus Jaime on deck. Bailey, a long look at second and the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, chop foul, and Wood stays alive, 1-2. Wood with that quick swing, able to wait back on it and just get a piece. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thomason at second, McKinnon at first. 1 down. And the pitch. Fouled in the air, out of play off to the right. Wood in protect mode there, still 1-2. Mitch out of the box for a moment, now digs back in. Trying to find a way to at least drive in the run from second, if not drive them both in. First and second, Ottumwa down 2. 1-2. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Wood can't believe it. Second time he's been called out on strikes in this game. And it's up to Jesus Jaime, who is grounded back to the mound and has been intentionally walked.
Now the plate for the Bulldogs, playing third base, number 24, Jesus Jaime.
Well, Jaime's got the power to turn this game around with 1 swing. See if he gets anything to hit. The pitch. Breaking ball high and away, 1-0. You wouldn't think that they'd pitch around him with third base being the base open. You wouldn't think they'd walk him unintentionally or intentionally to load the bases for Swartz. But I have seen stranger things happen in a ball game. Here's the 1-0. Outside with a breaker, 2-0. This pitch might tell how willing they are to throw something in the zone to Jesus Jaime. 2-0. Bailey looks back at second, and the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 2-1. You almost have to expect that breaking ball, but you hate to be looking for it, and then that's when you get the fastball. 2-1. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball lifted in the air to right, pretty well hit, but Brown going back will make the catch to retire the side. Ottumwa gets the first 2 men on, but they don't score. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Ottumwa down 3-1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we saw Nick.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Ottumwa will make a pitching change here. Right-hander Brody Evans, who had been DHing in the game, is now pitching. Presumably Mitch Wood is in a DH role because I still see Dominic Delahoy out at second. Wood pitched 4 innings. He needed 91 pitches to get through those 4. And as we cautioned after 2 innings, we didn't cut down the pitch count, he wouldn't get to the 5th inning. And instead of, he could have come out for the 5th. He had 19 pitches left before the pitch count, but Coach Yeager deciding to go to the bullpen here and maybe save the arm a little bit. For Brody Evans, this is his first appearance on the mound this season. We'll get to the line here on Wood in a moment. A lot of batters did not put the ball in play. We can tell you that much right now. The final line on Mitch Wood: 4 innings pitched, 3 runs and only 2 hits, 6 walks, 9 strikeouts, and 91 pitches. First batter that Brody Evans will face will be the catcher Alex Pendergast, then Niall Foss and Jaden Singleton. Tom apparently has made another change here.
Alex Pendergast.
Pedro Gonzalez has come in the game. I'm not sure where. That pitch in the dirt from Evans to Pendergast, ball 1. Pendergast was 0 for 2 against Wood with a strikeout and a flyout. It might be. I think Mitch Wood is now playing second base. As this pitch from Evans over below 2-0. Yeah, Mitch Wood is now at second. Here's the 2-0 offering. There's a strike 2 and 1. So, okay, so I'm guessing that they said that 22 is in the 8 hole. That's Pedro Gonzalez. So Gonzalez, perhaps he's in the DH role that Brody Evans was in before he came on the pitch. Pitch in the dirt. 3-1 to Pendergast. Ottumwa down 3-1 here. Roosevelt batting in the bottom of the 5th. Evans from the windup. The right-hander's 3-1. Lined in right center field, down for a hit. Rominger able to cut it off and hold Pendergast to a leadoff single. Jaden Koger will be the courtesy runner for Pendergast at first. He's likely to run. And here's Niall Foss, who was struck out and walked. Foss has not put a ball in play this entire doubleheader. He walked 3 times in the first game, struck out in the first inning walked in the third inning of this game. Evans has to be aware the Cougars got good speed over there at first. He's running. The pitch is hit in the air to left. Running towards the line and making a sliding catch. Well, that might be Pedro Gonzalez. Okay, so Gonzalez is in left. Oh, okay, Andrew Cole is out of the game. Gonzalez wasn't in the batting order. All right, so Gonzalez. In left field makes the catch. Cougar back to first with one out. And the batter, Jaden Singleton, who was walked and struck out. Throw to first. And Cougar back in safely. Okay, so the final changes, Mitch Wood went from the mound to second base. Brody Evans went from DH to pitching. As that pitch is swung on and foul tipped into the mid of Moore for strike one to Singleton. Pedro Gonzalez came in to play left field. He took Thompson's spot in the batting order and Cole's spot in the field. And now the count 0-1 to Singleton. Cougars got his lead at first. Now time called to the plate. Roosevelt 3 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. Ottumwa 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error. Runner goes, pitch outside, throw down to second, not in time. Closer play. The throw sailed a little bit on Moore, and Cougar steals the base. He's at second with 1 out. Out count is 1-1 to Singleton. Brody Evans looking in for the sign. And the 1-1. Big breaker called a strike on the inside corner, 1-2. Aiden Brown on deck for the Roughriders. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 out. Bottom 5, Roughriders up 3-1. The pitch. Breaking ball rolled slowly out to short, charging Delahoy. Can't field it cleanly. And everybody's safe. That's probably an infield hit, as that ball was hit awfully slowly. Runners on the corners and 1 down for Aiden Brown, who has hit an RBI double and has struck out.
Now to play for the Roughriders, number 14, Aiden Brown.
That's a frustrating one for Brody Evans on the mound, because you induce weak contact. You get an out there, you got 2 down, even with the runner at third. Just get the batter, but now runners at the corners and 1 down. Probably have to worry about Singleton running. First pitch, over but low, ball one. Roosevelt trying to add to its 3-1 lead. Bulldogs missed an opportunity to get closer or tie the game. They had the first two men on in the fifth inning, top of the order coming up, top half of this inning, I should say, but a fly out, a strike out, another fly ball ended the threat. Now Roosevelt threatening to go farther in front. Evans brings it home, runner goes. Pitch is a ball, throw down to second. Actually was wide of the bag, but backed up by the shortstop Delahoy. Singleton steals the base. Second and third and one out. Count is 2-0 to Brown. And Evans is in a jam. Someone's got somebody else up in the bullpen right now. Trying to see who it is. The pitch. High fly ball deep to left. Going back is Gonzalez near the fence. He'll make the catch. Tagging and scoring is Koger, and it is 4-1. So a sac fly and an RBI for Brown.
Now at the plate for the Roosevelt Roughriders, number 20, Jamison Patton.
And the batter, Jamison Patton, who has struck out. He's also walked and scored. Singleton stayed at second, so he's there with two down. The pitch, fouled straight back, 0-1. Thomas Mitchell is up in the Ottumwa bullpen. No balls and a strike to Jamison Patton. Dogs now down 4-1. Brody Evans trying to keep it from getting any worse. Ottumwa only two innings left to try to rally and avoid being swept today here in Des Moines. The 0-1. Up and in, buzzed him off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pendergast single to start this inning. His courtesy runner Koger stole second. Foss flew out. As this 1-1 pitch is inside 2-1. Singleton, an infield hit to put runners on the corner. Singleton then stole second, and then Brown hit the sac fly to deep left to drive in Koger. Singleton's at second, and Patton has a 2-1 count. Evans comes set. And the pitch. There's a strike at the letters, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Brody gets the sign from Julian Moore. Taking his time, comes set, and the 2-2. In the dirt, check swing, did he go around? plate umpire didn't think he did. Do we get an appeal? Doesn't look like we will. 3-2. Good job by Moore to stop that pitch in the dirt and keep Singleton at second. Kieran Bailey on deck for the Roughriders. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Evans, hitting over 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left. If we go to the 6th inning, Dogs down 4-1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Top of the 6th inning, Dogs got to get the bats going. They trailed Moines Roosevelt 4-1. Game 2 of our baseball doubleheader on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ. The live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Kieran Bailey on the mound for Roosevelt. Through 5 innings, he's thrown 80 pitches. He's allowed the 1 run. He was unearned. And he's only allowed 3 hits. He'll face Trey Swartz, Brody Evans, and Blaze Rominger, 4, 5, and 6 in the Dogs' order. Swartz is 1 for 2 with a single. Bulldogs drop game 1 10-2. And trailing this one 4-1. And again, I've said it a few times, and I'm not trying to be overly critical, but Ottumwa has made costly mistakes, whether it's on the mound, a ton of walks between the 2 games, or in the field. Now, the 1 error Ottumwa has in this game didn't directly contribute to the run, but they had 5 errors in the first game, and between the 2 games, I've almost lost count of the walks. So here's Trey Swartz. A big swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 0-1. 0-1 the count to the Bulldog first baseman. The left-hander Bailey winds and delivers. And a late awkward swing at a fastball misses 0-2. Swartz kind of in between right now, out in front of the off-speed pitch and late on the fastball. 0-2. The wind and the pitch. Breaking ball low and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dogs down 4-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Bailey taking his time out there. Now he's ready. The 1-2. Outside 2-2. Approaching 8 o'clock on 12:40 a.m., 102.7 FM, KBIZ, Ottumwa. The 2-2 pitch. Line in the right. Oh, it's caught by the first baseman, Tyler, for out number 1. Trey Swartz frustrated. He timed that breaking ball perfectly. Hit a liner, looked like it was headed for the right field corner. Tyler stuck his glove up, and the ball stuck in his mitt for out number 1. The Bulldogs can't seem to buy a break today. Brody Evans, the batter, began the game as a DH. He's now pitching. He has a sacrifice, and he struck out. So he's 0 for 1. One out, nobody on the pitch. High, ball 1. And Trey hit that ball, and I thought he had a liner not only to right, but down the line and away from the right fielder, Brown. The ball fouled straight back. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. That one hit the fence and knocked over my sunscreen. We're behind the fence, not going to get hit. I was ready. I had the hand up. If I had a glove on and there was no fence, I would have caught it. If there's no fence, I didn't have a glove on, I'd have broken my hand. But, you know, it is what it is. Now the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 1-2. Blaze Rominger on deck. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Over but low, 2-2. And just past 8 o'clock. No lights here at Roosevelt. Our first game went kind of long, over 2 hours, and this one, about an hour and 45 minutes is what we're getting to right now. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3, out number 2. And for Kieran Bailey, that's his 8th strikeout. Here's Blaze Rominger. He's reached on an error and he's struck out 0 for 2. Lefty to righty the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed 0-1. Bailey is depending more and more on that breaking ball. As the innings have gone on. Here's the 0-1. Fouled straight back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bulldogs in danger of dropping to 0-2 in the Metro. Roosevelt trying to get to 5-1. The pitch, chop foul left side. Count stays 0-2. Rominger digs back in, trying to get something started here with 2 out and nobody on. Was only down 3. They're not out of it. Here's the 0-2. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes. Bailey into the wind, another 0-2 to Rominger. Big breaking ball stays high, 1-2. Bright sunshine on the field in most of fair territory, although the left field has shade. Now the 1-2 pitch. Check this swing. Appeal, no swing, says the base umpire. Pitch was high, count even at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. The pitch to Blaze. Breaking ball poked foul in the air, out of play. Off to the right. Still 2-2 as Rominger's battled here. He's fouled off 3 pitches after getting to 2 strikes. Two and two. Julian Moore on deck. Again, the 2-2 to Blaze. Up high, 3-2. .98 pitches now by my count for Kieran Bailey. The 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball lifted to left center field. Long run, but getting there to make the catch is Foss. And the Bulldogs are retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Roosevelt 4, Ottumwa 1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me lead though.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Bulldog baseball brought to you by Lisco. Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic communications, Lisco of Fairfield. And by River Hills Community Health Center. They have locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. Moines Roosevelt 4, Ottumwa 1, as Brody Evans is on for his 2nd inning of relief. Allowed a run on a couple of hits in the 5th inning. He'll try to keep Roosevelt within 3 here in the 6th and give the offense one final chance in the 7th. Kieran Bailey, Will Tyler, Sam Nicolino, 8, 9, and 1 for the Riders due up here in the 6th inning. We've reached a point where the mound is in bright sunshine, but the home plate area is in shadow. And whether the sun is at a point where it would affect how a batter sees a pitch come in, it's hard to tell. The batter probably is already committed to the swing by the time the ball hits the shade. Righty to lefty the pitch. and a miss. Strike one to Kieran Bailey. Bailey has walked twice. He's had his courtesy runner steal a base and score. Here is the 0-1. Hit high in the air, deep down the right field line. Back is Rominger. That ball is gone. A solo home run for Kieran Bailey, and it is 5-1 Roosevelt. It's only 3:05 down the right field line. That ball about 15 feet fair. I was about to say that if Bailey were to walk, you would have a very, very interesting stat line where Bailey, as the pitcher, would have walked 3 times. The game one pitcher, Niall Foss, walked 3 times as well. But instead, Bailey walks twice and then hits a solo home run. And now Ottumwa's deficit is 4.
Now in the box for the Roughriders, playing first base, number 13, Will Tyler.
So here's Will Tyler. He's reached on a fielder's choice and he struck out 0 for 2. For Bailey, that's his first home run and RBI number 10. Big swing and a miss by Will Tyler, strike one. A 1-1 the count to the number 9 hitter in the order for Roosevelt. The next offering on the way. That's in there for a strike from Brody Evans, 0-2. Sam Nicolino on deck. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Ground ball back up the middle. Past the diving Delahoy into center field for a base hit.
Tyler sends one up the middle for a base hit.
So Will Tyler singles, top of the order, Nicolino, who put Roosevelt ahead in the 4th inning with a 2-out, 2-run triple. That made it 3-1. The Roughriders have, pardon me, we have a pinch hitter, Jaden Morris, is pinch hitting for Nicolino. So 1 on, nobody out. Morris the batter. Tyler at first. Being held on by Schwartz. Both runner and fielder looking right into the sun. And a throw to first will chase Tyler back on a dive. Evans from the stretch and the pitch. Low and in, ball 1. Morris had 1 at bat in game 1 and grounded out to short. Evans 1-0 pitch. Popped in the air, foul to the right. Schwartz over for a look, not a lot of room over there, and that ball's out of play. Count even at a ball and a strike. Ottumwa down 5-1. Roosevelt with the man on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Roosevelt got 1 in the 2nd. Ottumwa tied it with 1 in the 3rd, but the Riders got 2 in the 4th. Tacked on 1 in the 5th, and they scored a run so far here in the sixth inning on the leadoff home run by Kieran Bailey. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fooled him with a breaking ball, 1-2. Brody Evans is trying to get an out here in the sixth. One and two the count. Tyler with a decent sized lead over at first. A throw to first and back in safely. Morris digs back in. Now time called here as that dive back into first. Kind of messed up the first base bag a little bit. The base coach cleaning it off. One ball, two strikes to Jaden Morris. Evans, a pause in the pitch. Breaking ball outside. 2-2. A lot of pitches in these two games. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brody Evans brings it home. Swing and a foul tip into the middle of Julian Moore. That is strike 3 for out number 1. Second strikeout for Evans. That brings up Will Armstrong 0 for 3 of the pair of strikeouts. That all came against Mitch Wood. Now facing Evans for the first time. 1 on, 1 out, 1 home in the 6th. Roosevelt ahead 5-1. Pitch from Evans. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Brody towing the rubber from the first base side. Will Tyler getting a lead at first. Evans a pause again in the pitch. Breaking ball fouled back 0-2. I don't think that pitch is going to be a strike. Looked like it was going to stay high, but Armstrong offered at it. No balls and 2 strikes. Brody's been ahead of most of the hitters in this inning. He was 0-1 on Bailey when Bailey homered. He was 0-2 on Tyler when Tyler singled. Struck out Morris on a 2-2 pitch, now 0-2 to Armstrong. A long pause, a throw to first, and Tyler dives back in without a tag. Brody toes the rubber again. He's ready for the 0-2 pitch on its way. Big breaker popped up on the infield. The shortstop De La Hoya underneath it. Makes the catch for out number 2. That brings up Alex Pendergast. 1 for 3 with a single. Get a pinch runner for Tyler here. That'll be Jaden Koger.
And batting with 2 outs, number 5, Alex Pendergast.
So Koger now running at first. Koger already has a stolen base and a run this game as a courtesy runner. That was for Pendergast last inning. Now he's a pinch runner for Will Tyler, and he's probably running. Throw to first, will chase him back on a dive. And now Evans leans in to get the sign from Moore. Pitch on the way, runner goes. It's a ball, pitch in the dirt, breaking ball, no chance to throw him out. Koger steals another base. Now he's in scoring position for Pendergast, who has a 1-0 count. Roosevelt already ahead 5-1, trying to add another insurance run here in the bottom of the 6th. There are 2 down. Here's the 1-0. Letter high strike, 1-1. Pendergast digs back in. Evans has his sign. Stares back at Koger at second. Now the 1-1. Grounded to third. Big hop to Jesus. Jaime throw to first. And the inning is over. But Roosevelt gets a run on the home run by Bailey. They had 2 hits. They left 1. We go to the 7th. Dogs need at least 4 to stay alive. They're down 5-1. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
And Monday's game will be the senior night. So let's make sure it's packed stands and packed the fences out.
Top of the 7th inning, last chance for the Dogs today. They trail Roosevelt 5-1 in game 2. They dropped game 1 10-2. And the bottom third of the order due up against left-hander Kieran Bailey, who is going to try to complete this game, although by my count he's got 99 pitches. He can only go 11 more.
It's not too late to purchase your raffle tickets for Monday night's game.
Julian Moore, Pedro Gonzalez, Colton McKinnon due up here in the top of the 7th. Win or lose, we're back at it tomorrow. Bulldog baseball at home to take on Des Moines Lincoln. First pitch at 5 from Legion Memorial Field. Moore coming to the plate. He struck out twice. And try to solve Kieran Bailey here the 3rd time around. Bailey has struck out 8.
Leading off for Ottumwa, number 25, Julian Moore.
And he's walked 3. He's only allowed 3 hits. The lefty's pitch. Fastball strike 0-1. Bailey into the wind, the 0-1 to Moore. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. Moore stays right in the box. Red bat, black bat and gloves. The pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good job laying off that one. I've seen a bunch of Ottumwa hitters swing at that today. 2-1 the count. The wind by Bailey, the 2-1 to Moore. Ground ball right side, but it's right at Tyler. He will win the race to the bag for out number 1. And we hit it hard, it goes right at somebody. Here is Pedro Gonzalez getting his first at-bat of the day. Gonzalez still looking for his first hit on the season. He's 0 for 4 in limited opportunity. First pitch from Bailey. A strike at the knees, 0-1. Pitch number 104 for Bailey. The 0-1, ground ball to the left side. It'll be fielded backhand by Armstrong. Long throw across, and it was in the dirt. It got away. Racing for second is Armstrong, but the throw to second, not in time. It's Gonzalez got around the tag of the shortstop Morris. The bad throw by the shortstop Armstrong. The second baseman Morris, I should say, on the tag. The shortstop Morris, his throw was in the dirt. Tyler couldn't dig it out. There's not a lot of foul territory back there. It ricocheted off the fence, came right back to Tyler. Looked like the throw would get Gonzalez, but a nice slide. He might have learned that from Javier Baez of the Cubs. Leaned around it, and he's safe at second, so that is a two-base error, and that's going to be all for Kieran Bailey. They'll go to the bullpen here as Bailey's near his pitch limit. It's a call to the bullpen. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after this 30-second timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The new pitcher for Roosevelt is Will Armstrong, who also came on in relief in Game 1, and although he only threw a third of an inning, struck out the only batter he faced in Game 1, which happened to be Brody Evans. Armstrong came into the game And I had the numbers here a moment ago. With 4 appearances, so now he's making his 6th. He's thrown 10 2/3 innings. He's allowed 5 runs, 11 hits, 2 walks, 4 hit batters, 8 strikeouts. Colton McKinnon will be the batter. Runner at second, 1 down. Pedro Gonzalez reaching on the air. McKinnon has singled and walked, haven't retired him yet. And he gets a chopper to the right side, fielded cleanly by the second baseman. Throw to first in time for out number 2 as Gonzalez goes to third. Jaden Williams is now playing second base. And Jaden Morris moved to short as Armstrong came in from short to the mound. And it's almost last hope. Dominic Delahoy, who's 0 for 2 the sacrifice. And a swing and a miss at a wicked breaking ball for strike 1. So I assume Jaden Williams, if it matters, is batting in the 8th spot in the Roosevelt order as Kieran Bailey went out of the game. The pitch in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher Pendergast. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Dominic Delahoy. 2-out runner on third. The pitch. Inside, 2-1. Mitch Wood on deck. Jesus Jaime in the hole. Jaime does represent the tying run if you could find a way to get him to the plate. Got to get 2 more guys on. The 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. Charging it is Morris. It's got a Sunday hop. Throw to first wide. Safe at first is Delahoy. Scoring is Gonzalez. We're not done yet. It's 5-2. Second error of the inning. Committed by the second shortstop of the inning. Armstrong committed the error on the Gonzalez ground ball. PA calls that an RBI infield hit. That's a throwing error all the way. 5-2. Runner on here is Mitch Wood. Mitch is 0 for 3 with a line out and a couple of strikeouts. The pitch. Hit high in the air to left field. Going back is Foss, but he's there. Makes the catch. And that's the ball game. Ottumwa gets a run in the 7th on a couple of errors. They leave 1, and the final score, Des Moines Roosevelt 5 and Ottumwa 2. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Old Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ. The Bulldogs, a tough day today to open Metro Conference play. They're swept at Des Moines Roosevelt in a doubleheader, dropping game one 10-2, and then in the nightcap they lose 5-2. The totals in game two for the Roughriders of Roosevelt: 5 runs, 6 hits, 4 errors, 7 left on base. Kieran Bailey, the winning pitcher, now 2-0. There was no save. For Ottumwa, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 6 left on base. Mitch Wood takes the loss. He's 0-3. The ball game took 2 hours and 5 minutes to complete. Home runs in the ball game: 1 for the pitcher Kieran Bailey, for Des Moines Roosevelt, his first. Ottumwa drops to 3-6 on the season. They're 0-2 in the Metro. Roosevelt now 9-7. And they are 5-1 in Metro Conference play. We'll take one more 3-minute timeout, come back and wrap up the night on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says "I love you" for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back one final time tonight to Des Moines Roosevelt, where Ottumwa is swept in a doubleheader in baseball by the Roughriders 10-2 and 5-2. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics tomorrow night. We're back with Bulldog baseball at home, taking on Des Moines Lincoln. First pitch at 5 o'clock from Legion Memorial Field on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. I want to thank all our sponsors one more time: Meridian Credit Union, Petrita Orthodontics, Champion Bowl, Community First Credit Union, Slayton Polaris, Sonic Drive-In, Dixon's Floors and More, Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse, the Ottumwa Community School District, Cold Palace Cafe and Books, Family First Chiropractic, Lisco, and River Hills Community Health Center. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach John Yeager for helping us prepare for tonight's broadcast. And a big thank you to our producers, Andy Argo, our on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, producing the radio broadcast back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning into Bulldog Baseball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I will talk to you tomorrow night when the Bulldog Baseball team hosts Des Moines Lincoln. Until then, good night, everybody.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says, "I love you" for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.